We've got some big bad news in crypto, but every time something like this happens, we always have a bunch of new opportunities. So in this video, I want to talk about the recent stuff that Binance actually delisted Monero. When things like this happens, there's always a bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes. We need to figure that out. What can we do about it? How can we make money with this information? I don't want this video to just be a bunch of drama. I also want to bring a solution to the problem so that once you guys have watched this video, you can leave it with a feeling of, yeah, it might be bad or stuff is shaking around and happening, but I can still do something about it and still win in the end. So let's talk about it. Yeah, Monero, it's being delisted by Binance. It's a very weird take on crypto, but it does make sense. The people in control of Binance, after the head of Binance was kicked out for legal reasons, but we all know it's about power. It's always about power. This is exactly what is going on behind the scenes. This is a power play. Now we have a World Economic Forum guy sitting at the top controlling Binance, and well, what do they want? More power, more control. So the next thing that they can get rid of that brings freedom to the people. We thought it was crypto, but we have now realized it's not crypto. Now you might say that even if Binance removes Monero, Monero is not gone, but we need to realize that Binance owns most of everything in crypto. It's something I talk about in great detail on my website that I don't have the time to go through right now. So what we're going to talk about instead is the extraction machine that is crypto. We know that it's all about power. The World Economic Forum guy is here to take all of the power, but they also take the extraction machine that is crypto. Right now, crypto is not the same as it used to be. Crypto is used as a tool to extract capital. And if we just look at the landscape that is crypto right now, how much cash do we have flowing from the outside into crypto? How much is running the pumps of the new projects? It is not a bunch of cash from the outside because nobody can afford crypto right now. Most people can't even afford their own rent. They have to sell their cars or whatever. And that just means no money is going to come into crypto and pump the price of crypto. So instead, crypto has turned into an optimized machine of extraction. This sounds really negative. It actually is really negative, but there is a solution to this. There is still a way to win. Most of crypto is owned by the elite, it's owned by Binance, it's owned by the friends of Binance, and so on. There's a bunch of rich, powerful people that runs the world. They now also run crypto. It's sad. I did not want crypto to turn out this way. Crypto felt like a safe haven for a while, where everyone in the world could gather in order to make the world a better place. But right now, it is owned by the elite, controlled by the elite, and we see it as they are putting away Monero. This is about control. They cannot control Monero, but they can control where Monero is listed. Binance is gonna do it, other people are gonna follow it, and in the end, Monero is not gonna be on exchanges. If we really think about it, all of the big companies, all of the big players controlling crypto, especially Bitcoin, owning more than 50% of Bitcoin. They own probably a lot more than that, but if we just look at like the top 1% wallets holding more than 50% of all Bitcoins, that reminds me just of the real world and how the capital is spread in the real world with all of the rich people controlling the world. Now it's the same in crypto. All of these big companies now holding Bitcoin, what do they all have in common? It is that they need to work hand in hand with banks because otherwise the banks are going to control them. You don't mess with the banks because the banks have all the power. So at the end of the day, all of the people with all the Bitcoin running all of crypto are working hand in hand with the banks and the elite controlling the world. It is not the way we want the crypto to end up, but it is the direction where we're heading. It is going to start a few cool things here. Decentralized exchanges are going to become more popular, but we need to keep in mind a very important thing here. Who owns the decentralized exchanges? Because it's not always as simple. It is decentralized and nobody owns it, but that is just not how it works. A decentralized exchange needs capital in order to function. If a decentralized exchange has a token, that token is used in order to control the decentralized exchange, either through governance. Then who owns most of those tokens? Usually it's the people that funded the decentralized exchange, And who has funded all of the decentralized exchanges in crypto? It is the big players, it is the exchanges, Binance Labs, all the other investment firms, and it just goes so deep. I don't have time to go through it all in this video. Once again, I do it on the website, but I'm gonna try and explain as much as I can. Imagine this. You have Binance. It brings in most of the money in crypto, holds the most amount of power in crypto, runs the narrative, runs the news, all of this shit. Then it also has Binance Labs that places capital all over crypto in order to extract more money, more power, control all of these projects through governance. You think governance is for you, but it's clearly not. It's for the people that hold all of the cash. They just want the power. You have staking, but who controls the staking? Who controls the passive rewards? It's the guys that holds the most amount of tokens. And that's the people in power. It just all goes back. I want to go into more detail. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't want to get any enemies. But this is just the way it's looking. You think that Binance only owns what they invest in through Binance Labs, but they don't. They own most of everything in crypto. It is what it is. At the end of the day, we need to figure out a solution for ourselves. How can we use this information to our advantage to actually make it? I want you to do something very interesting. If you look at the landscape of crypto, delisting Monero should be one of the biggest news in crypto for a very long time. It is one of the most supported projects, is one of the best projects in crypto, but still it's being delisted. But now you need to check all the news sources, all the YouTubers, who are covering it, who are on your side, who runs the narrative, all of the news sites, CoinMarketCap, everything owned top down. They control the narrative, the news, just like in the real world. Crypto is like a small reflection of the real world right now. It sucks, but you can play around it in crypto because crypto doesn't have the same amount of regulation, doesn't have the same amount of funding. The structure is different, so you can play around it, but just analyze what is going on. This needs to be headlines because otherwise we know that all of the narratives and all of the news in crypto are pretty much just fake. Just as a recent example, I talk about Altlayer and Manta. They're getting a lot of attention, but they're listing a major project, zero attention or very little attention. All Binance did was make a list. We're delisting these projects, like 5 or 6 projects, and Monero was one of them, but they don't really say anything more than that. Now they're gonna get some pushback, but we'll see if they're gonna sweep it under the rug or if they're gonna bring it up and talk about it. Exchanges are now compromised and pretty much everyone in crypto is being farmed on repeat. So what can we do about it? We first need to figure out how not to be farmed. You need to be able to think critically. Crypto is not your friend. Exchanges are not your friend. Staking, farming, not your friend. They just want your money. Everyone on YouTube, everyone on Twitter, they are not your friend. They don't have your best interest in mind. They want to make money for themselves and they're doing it at your expense. So watching all the information on YouTube, all the information on Twitter, you will be the last guy in line to get the important information so that you can make the good decisions. Just think of it like this. When Monero was announced that it was going to be delisted, the price plummeted. But who knew about this information beforehand? It was people further up in the pyramid. This is the information pyramid. The people at the bottom, all of you guys watching, are gonna get the information last. But the people at the top already knew about it. They had their 50x shorts all in on Monero already, making millions of dollars on this. And you will know about this information when it's too late. You will not be able to make any money. What all of you guys will be doing, however, is try to short it. You're gonna fail because it's gonna randomly pump. Your short is gonna be stop lost. At the end of the day, all you're gonna do is bring more volume to the exchanges so that they grow even more powerful. So you need to think really critically. Think for yourself what is really going on. All of the people in crypto are playing crypto like a game of chess. They're using strategies, they're using tactics. They're doing all the best that they can to get your money. So how do you actually make it? You need to make up a strategy so that you can climb the information pyramid. The end goal is to become a pillar in crypto that can stand in the cash flow of crypto so that you can get money every single month. Right now, you're probably not even making solid money every single month. It just means that you have not climbed the pyramid of information. You don't know exactly what to do in order to make all of this money. If you knew, you would already be doing it, but you also realize now that all of the information that you have consumed so far, it could be hundreds of videos on YouTube, it has not given you any solid information on how to actually make the money that you want to make. Most likely, you have made even more money from your regular job if you live in an area with good salaries. Here in crypto, most of you guys are just gonna end up losing your money, but you can still make it. You just need to climb the pyramid. Being at the bottom, it's never gonna work. You can be here for 2 years at the bottom, it's never gonna work. You're never gonna make any money. All the big players, they are climbing. I am climbing. The investment firms are climbing. We're doing our best to climb this pyramid. The further up we get, the more money we make. The people at the bottom, they lose all of the money. It is a reflection of reality, how the real world works. It's very similar, but now we can see it in crypto as well. So how do you actually start climbing this pyramid? It's very simple. You need to be providing value. I've talked about it in previous videos. I'm gonna talk about it again because it's very, very important. Right now, just look at what you are doing in crypto. You're consuming content that is free, meaning free information that is targeted for you in order to run the narrative. Consuming free information is not providing value. So what you need to be doing is figuring out what value can you bring to crypto, or more specifically, what value can you bring to people that work further up in the pyramid in crypto. You can go for specific people and just help them out. For example, I get a bunch of email, a bunch of people contacting me about wanting to edit my videos because then they know that they will have access to some information earlier because we're gonna talk about the videos. We're gonna talk about the topics. I know a bunch of stuff, and so they will probably get some of that information from me. They are providing a service, they are providing value. It's the basic step. Like, I don't want all of you guys to be running around editing videos. There are thousands of positions in crypto, ways to make it up. You can be artists, editing, making NFTs. You can be middlemen between advertisers and projects and so on. There are 1,000 positions. But you need to start providing value so that you can get out of being at the bottom of the pyramid, because you're not going to make any money here at all. It's all about equal value exchange. The value that you provide is directly equal to the information that you get access to. And you can just think about it. How much value are you bringing right now? And how much information are you getting? Is the information free? Then it's probably shit information. Free information is free for a reason. It is here to farm you. Now that's it. That is the rant for this video. I have brought a solution to you guys. It works. I'm doing it every single day. I'm climbing the pyramid, getting better and better at it. And you guys should be doing the same thing if you want to stay in crypto, because otherwise you will be farmed. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck out there, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.